Candace Owens has just dropped one of her most shocking revelations yet, claiming that a leaked phone call might prove a betrayal deeper than anyone imagined. And folks, I'm telling you right now, the reaction has been nothing short of an earthquake. People are sitting up straight, leaning forward, grabbing the arms of their chairs like the floor's about to split under them. I've seen storms form out on the plains, quiet as prayer, before rising up into something that could tear barns from the ground. And what Candace just released, well, it feels just like that, a whisper turning into a roaring sky. Something coming that won't be stopped by pleading or denial. She said she was ready to break the silence, ready to share something she's held on to, waiting for the right moment, the right spark. And when she looked into that camera, face still, voice low, steady as stone, you could tell she knew that after tonight, nothing would ever be the same again. The internet froze. The air changed, and the storm rolled in. The reveal begins. Candace didn't open with drama, no raised voice, no shock theatrics. She spoke like someone who'd already faced the truth and made peace with whatever consequences were waiting on the other side. There is a phone call, she said, a phone call that changes everything. That was it. Those words alone sent shockwaves through the room. She said she received the audio anonymously, slipped quietly into her hands like a secret the universe was tired of holding. No return address, no explanation, just a file. And the warning that once she heard it, there was no going back. People watching at home took a breath they didn't know they were holding, because everyone knew this wasn't small. This wasn't gossip. This was something with the weight of destiny hanging from its shoulders. And she said one thing that sent thousands of hearts into freefall. If this recording is authentic, then betrayal isn't a rumor, it's a fact. And I'll tell you, I felt the hair stand up on my arms. The setting, the calm before the break. Before she described that call, Candace pulled the audience backwards, rewinding time like a film reel slipping through a projector. She talked about what led up to this moment, all the whispering, the unanswered questions, the silence that felt too heavy to be innocent. She said people have been uneasy for a long time. Something in the story, the public story, never felt quite right. Folks have been studying expressions, reading between the lines, sensing tension where nobody acknowledged it. You know how sometimes you can walk into a room and feel the weight of something unsaid hanging thicker than humidity in August? That's the kind of energy she described. She talked about Erika Kirk, fictionally within this narrative, moving through public moments with grace and poise, appearing calm and steady like someone trying to keep a boat from being rocked too hard by the waves. But Candace said something that rattled the audience. A smile can be armor, and silence can be strategy, and people felt that, heavy, true, unshakable. The phone call description. Candace said the recording was short, just under 3 minutes, but those 3 minutes were enough to fracture everything people believed. 2 voices, one afraid, one cold as winter steel. She didn't say the names. She said she wouldn't. Not yet, because she needed verification, because speculation could destroy people who didn't deserve it. But she described the tone, the emotion, the weight of those words, like they were carved into stone. One voice trembling, pleading, "You don't understand what this will do. Please, don't do this." The other voice unshaken, calm, almost eerily collected. "It's already done. There's no turning back." She paused after she said it. The room was quiet enough you could hear dust settling. People watching online said they felt their hearts fall straight through the floor, not because they knew what it meant, but because they knew that whatever it meant, it was going to hurt. Fans lose control. Now. The internet is a wildfire, one spark, and its flames as far as the eye can see. That's exactly what happened the moment Candace's video ended. Comments blowing up faster than the servers could refresh, live streams popping up with conspiracy boards like Detective Walls in a crime thriller. TikTok investigators replaying the last 20 seconds like a code waiting to be cracked. You'd think the world had been waiting in silence for months just to exhale all at once. People divided instantly. One side swearing this proves everything they suspected, the other side armed and ready to defend with tooth and prayer. A third group terrified of what truth might be hiding just beneath the surface. And somewhere in the noise, fear was growing, not loud, not screaming, but quietly, steadily. Because when truth begins to surface, it doesn't come up gentle, it crashes through. The questions nobody can answer. Candace said she's working with people she trusts, experts, audio analysts, investigators. She wants authentication. She wants proof. She wants certainty before she lets the world hear that recording. And that right there, that's gasoline poured on the fire. Because if it were fake, she'd say so immediately. If it meant nothing, she wouldn't hesitate. If it were harmless, there would be no need for caution. But instead, she looked through the camera and said, "This recording has consequences, and once it's out, we cannot take it back." That's when people knew, whatever's on that file, it's not small, it's not simple, and it's not going away. The silence from Erika. Erika hasn't spoken. No statement, no denial, no explanation. Silence. And silence is a heavy thing. People online are tearing that silence apart word by word. Is she waiting for lawyers? Is she gathering evidence? Is she guilty? Is she innocent? Is she protecting someone else? The theories stretch from one horizon to the other, and every hour she waits makes the tension climb another flight of stairs. I've seen men walk into interrogation rooms. The loud ones break easy. The quiet ones make you nervous, because quiet people are either innocent or dangerous. Candace's final warning. Before she ended her reveal, Candace delivered one last message carefully, slowly, seriously. She said, "People think they know this story. They don't. They've only seen the surface. What happens next will rewrite everything." And the world just stopped. The screen went black. The video ended. And the silence afterward was deafening, because everyone watching knew a storm is coming, and nobody knows what's going to be left standing when it hits. The world holds its breath. Right now, people are refreshing timelines like their lives depend on it, waiting for a statement, waiting for an answer, waiting for the recording, waiting for truth. Whatever that truth turns out to be, real or false, devastating or misunderstood, it's going to change things not because of what was said, but because of what people believe it means. Because perception, once broken, is almost impossible to repair. And trust. Trust is the most fragile thing in the world. And so we wait. The story's not finished. The curtain hasn't dropped. This is just the first tremor before the earthquake. Whatever comes next is going to shake the walls. Somebody is telling the truth. Somebody is lying. And the world is about to find out which is which. So buckle up, hold steady, and don't blink. Because the next chapter, it's going to hit harder than this one. And if you want to be here when that truth arrives, make sure you subscribe for more videos.